Mom's recording behind me. She's on her cell phone recording. That's cool. Okay, I'm done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Little Blue Homestead. And I need to fix my shirt. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, that's better. What was it? Oh yeah. Okay, so welcome back to Little Blue Homestead. It is December 20th. If you can hear, my dog is Jack is talking to my mom. My mom's on the other side of the house recording. She does her recording to Facebook. Go ahead. Go ahead and let them out. She does her recording through Facebook Live because that's her platform she likes. So she's on the other side recording. I'm on the opposite side of the house sitting on the retaining wall. And there goes the AC. But what was I saying? Oh yeah! So today is December 20th. And it has reached a beautiful 67 degrees out here. And just want to update. One, it is very, very hard to find pint jars for canning. 3, 2, 1. They didn't find me. Here they go. Here they go. They're gonna come. They're coming. They're coming. Ah! Hi, baby. Hi, baby. What you up to? I know you're free. Thank you, Jackie, Joey. Oh, shit! No! No fighting! No fighting on the camera! I'll save you from your brother. Okay, so as I was saying, pint jars are hard to find. We knew this was coming up in the homestead world where pint or any decent sized jars, especially new, are going to be hard to find, especially since a lot of the companies were making jars for hand sanitizer and other stuff during the early spring. So now we're on a shortage of that, and it's very hard to find them. So I've had to go to a couple of thrift stores, second hands, Goodwill, and the local church charity. Okay, it is strange watching your dogs from behind you run across. That's where I jumped. But so I've been doing that, and then finding new jars are extremely hard. You're still getting a lot of lids. You can still get lids and things like that, but finding jars are getting a little difficult. So if you're in Dallas and you're getting rid of mason jars, or you know someone getting mason jars, or bless their hearts, if you know somebody who has passed away and has a lot of mason jars, hit me up, please, because spring is coming and peach season's coming up soon, and we want to make sure we can get all of the peaches processed for peach applesauce, all the peach jellies, jalapeno peach jelly, jams, mainly for the peaches by themselves. Oh, he's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. Hi. That's my water! Stop! I did not say you could have my ice water. Go play. Go. Don't you do what your brother just did. Oh, thank you. But so yeah, so that's coming up. So you got any jars? Hit me up, please. So the garden is doing good. The last frost we had did take out a couple stuff, especially we had 2 nights of good frost because it rained and it got cold at the same time. But other than that, what survived. Ow. You're on my foot, dog. I know. But so, I'm going to show you that soon. But other than that, everything's going good. And it's just been really hard to get outside most of the time. And that's just mainly because of the whole it's cold factor. I am a true Texan, which makes me non-immune to the cold. Anything below 60, I don't like it. I don't. If I had to turn the heater on in my car, I don't like it. If I have to turn the heater on in my house, I don't like it. No. Yeah, I know you don't like the cold either. You get a jacket. You get to wear a sweater. Yeah, so I swear that scares the crap out of me. No fighting with your brother. No, Jack. I don't care. I don't. No. Your brother's in my lap. Safe zone. Go away. No attacking. Hey. No, I don't care. He's next to me. I don't want to see your teeth in my face. Yes, I'm recording. I'm recording you talking back to me. Are you done? Okay. Yes, I got you. I'll save you. So, it's just been 2 weeks of cold. Earlier cold than normal. Usually by now, we'll be getting on our lows. And then our frost threshold, or when we start getting extremely cold, usually will be later in January. We just got our frost and freezes earlier than normal. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. I'm not giving you my ice water. So today, being as warm as it is, I'm enjoying it. And I haven't been in the garden for about a good 2 weeks since the cold. I mainly run in and grab my lettuce for my salads, and that is it. So, yes, the garland has been ignored, and I do feel bad about it. I really do. But today, it is beautiful. I finished my errands. It may have took me 45 minutes longer. Actually, it might took me 2 hours longer to find some decent jars, because I was jar hunting this morning. But I'll show you the garden. I need to plant garlic, some more garlic. I need to redo the onions. I lost the 2 batch of onion seeds I had sprouts I started. I lost those because I was lazy. Yes, I am very lazy. I am very lazy. It was cold and it rainy, and I just left them outside. Well, the morning wasn't rainy, so I took them out so they could get sunlight, and it wasn't as cold. But by the time I came back home, the sun's already set. Well, it wasn't set, but it was dark, raining, and cold, and I left them out and they froze. So, bad me. I need to learn from that. So we did that. So that happened. So I need to restart it up. We're going to get onions from Lowe's or Home Depot whenever they come out. They should be out like... Usually we get them here, my section of Texas, like late January, mid-February-ish is when you first start seeing them. That's when Mom and I both start hitting Home Depot and Lowe's up a lot more. And it's just to see if the potatoes and onions came in. Because usually the potatoes and onions come in around the same time for us. I swear. I'm gonna have to move. Usually the onions and potatoes, seedlings come in, or the bunches, and seedlings seed potatoes coming around the same time. So when that happens, we usually grab them, and that's when we start our season off. But other than that, let me go ahead and move from here and show you guys the mess in the garden, and try not to get scared by another dog. Okay, so right now, Mom is peeling the garlics, or getting the garlic cloves separated so that we can use them in the garden. I went over to the Pellet Brothers. I know I said that wrong, please forgive me. It is a Indian grocers. Woo! Sorry about that. So I went to the Indian grocers, and they had some nice side garlics that were already starting to sprout. So I went ahead and took those because our garlic has already sprouted. So our garlic has already sprouted, as you can see. And let me move over this. So our garlic's already sprouted, and this is one of the beds that the squirrel got into. So a lot of it, especially in the middle where the squirrel happened, didn't actually grow. And so we're going to put the garlic seeds in this bed right here. This bed had the beets in it, and we got one lone beet right here. But this bed originally had all the beets in it, and the incident happened with the squirrel. Ew. So garlic's going in this bed. This bed was already processed and everything, so it should still be good. And it's nice and moist because we had wonderful misty days. And last week was very, very misty and rainy. And so we have that ready. We have this bed right here of garlic. Oh shit. Shoot. Did not hear me say the S word. I gotta uncover these right here real quick. I'm trying to uncover everything so they can get some sunlight. A mixture of greens and garlic. Well, so this bed right here has a mixture of some Asian greens. I think this is, it starts with an M. I forget its name, but it's similar to a mustard green. Did she just do that on camera? Similar to a mustard green. Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. But this bed has this in it. And it also has some some garlic in it as well, growing. So, yeah. Note to self, pull all my greens before it goes to seed. Most of this is volunteer is a volunteer. We let the seeds, this plant originally grow to seed, and as you can see, it's everywhere in my garden now. So I have to pull and get it out, which doesn't bug me because this, I'm going to start pulling these big ones are going into my lettuce, my salad for this weekend. So let's check out what else we got. It looks like we got a couple of some frost damage here on these leaves of the broccoli. not good. Yeah, that just came pulled right out. This one right here. So, yeah, this whole plant right here is gone. See that? That plant's gone. Did I lose anybody else? Doesn't look like I lost anybody else in my broccoli family. Spinaches looks okay over here. So we're getting some good spinach. Look at that beautiful leaf. And then, let's check this out. These are going to be red cabbages. A little damage here and there. Other than that, they're looking pretty good. And then the big mess behind the camera. Let's check it out. All this right here is, ants are getting into the radishes, which makes perfectly good sense since there's not enough food for the ants right now. So ants are getting into radishes, and the radishes, I forgot what these are. I think these are the rosettes, or they're just the long style. I forgot what they're called. So I might get more of these and start pulling since the ants are starting to go ahead and attack these. Then let's see here. Give it a break. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but right here, that is, hey, you want this? Okay. This right here happens to be celery. I got 2 celeries that somehow made it. So I'm proud of that. And I got all this kale right here, which I need to go ahead and cut and dehydrate for kale chips for this week. Next up is the kohlrabi. So we got some decent kohlrabis growing right here. They made it pretty good. They're roughly about golf ball size, maybe. Let's say golf ball. Yeah, the smallest one is still about the size of a ping pong ball. So they're golf ball size. Alright, so the char has been taking the blunt of it. So right here we have the Swiss char. And I mainly plant char because the bugs like to eat it. And it keeps it away from all my other stuff. It tends to keep them away from the cabbages or from everything else that tends to be eaten. So my char is taking the blunt of the hit, being eaten, and a couple of my kale roots as well. But that's perfectly fine, and you can see we got some damage right here from the frost. So I don't expect the char to look pretty. It never does. Next up is we got some more kale here. This was just an experiment to see what was happening. So it made it through. It goes into my salad. So. All that for a radish. Yeah. Where's mine? Here. No, that is not yours. The dogs love the dogs. These are garden dogs. They eat whatever in the garden. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta get planting on some garlic while I still have time and still want to. So let me go ahead and get that going. Okay. I really wish you could see this. Well, you're about to. There they go. So I've already had 5 radishes stolen, a bushel of lettuce greens stolen, and 2 pieces of kale chewed up, spit out. Dogs don't like kale. Well, my dogs don't like kale. And they're surrounding me because they think I'm going to feed them something else. Not happening. So, these are my lettuce greens. I took 2 heads of the Japanese style lettuce. I keep forgetting the name. It's like Mazizi or something like that. It's a mustard green style lettuce. Grows well here in Texas. I love it. I just can't remember the name of it. Or cannot pronounce the name of it. Probably both. And then I got some rocket kale. And then I can't remember what the other kale is. I'm going to take those, dehydrate them. We'll oil and dehydrate them because I turn those into ranch kale chips, which I eat during the rest of the work day, work week, which is only a few days this week. And then of course the salad greens, I dump them in the water for about 30 minutes, get them all nice crisp again, and get whatever thing is on them off, wash them out, and this amount of lettuce will usually last me about 2 days. And that is just because I don't eat lettuce when it's outside of growing season. I love winter lettuce because it's sweeter. The lettuces I eat are a spicy variety, but they still taste sweeter in the winter than they do in the spring and the summer. And it's extremely hard to grow lettuce in the summer here in Texas. Well, my part of Texas. Because I think I had an aunt that was able to grow some decent lettuces, but she had a really shady area to grow it in. So it only got a couple of hours of sun, and it was very cool. But for me, because I get direct sunlight, where I grow at, I'm not even going to mention that. Sorry, not the dog. Where I grow at, so I grow lettuces in the winter. And that works perfectly for me. During the summer, I don't eat that much salads. If I do, it's usually like potato salad, pasta salad, which I'm going to have to deny myself this year. I'm trying to eat healthier. I'll explain that out next year, hopefully next week when next year comes. Get out of that! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get out. Get out. Thank you. So that's one thing. But we are starting to organize and get organized for next season. They act like they haven't been outside all week, but that is a lie. They've been outside. They got 2.5 acres to run around. Roughly 2.5 acres to run around. I guess it's just because it's the warmest. It's been the warmest today. It's been in 2 weeks. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, lettuce, kale. Oh yeah, so we're getting the seed catalogs in. I'm sorry, I have squirrel brain sometimes. Most of the times. If you know me, don't comment. But so we got seed catalogs in that we're working with, and we're happy because there's several stuff I want to try. I want to try to grow sunchoke this year. and I'm talking my mom into growing sunchoke this year, and some more sunflowers. We didn't collect the sunflower seeds last season when we had those big, beautiful heads of sunflower seeds, and that was because after we picked them, after we set them out to dry, that whole week was raining, so it molded. So, because we set them out to dry outside, and the humidity and the moisture got to it, and I didn't get sunflower seeds. And I really wanted sunflower seeds, so we'll try again this year. But I want to try sunchokes because they're supposed to be as good as potatoes. They matured later on throughout the season as potatoes. I think we're going to try to do potatoes twice next year. We're going to try to do potatoes twice next year. We know you can grow them in twice. It just depends on the season, on how hot it is during the summer and how soon it cools off. Because I know you can grow them in the spring. Fall is a little iffy. We had one, but then that frost came and killed it. Oh, that tastes good. Here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go before I get another squirrel brain and take these, get them washed, and start processing them so I can have lunch ready for this week coming up for work. And lunch for the dogs since they like to eat my lettuces. Other than that, this is Tasha with Little Blue Homestead. I'm signing out. I'll see you. If I don't see you again, I'll see y'all guys next year. If I do see y'all again, I'll see y'all soon. Until then, get out, explore if you can. And if you can't, just sit and enjoy nature. Getting outside, even if it's freezing cold, is still better than being stuck inside. Trust me. You can ask the people I work with. It's bad. Don't stay inside all day. Don't stay on YouTube all day or TikTok or whatever you're on. Get out and get outside. Take a seat in the cold. Go throw a snowball. Go watch your dogs act like they're crazy. And just enjoy life. This is Tasha Martinez with Little Blue Homestead, signing out. If you'd like, subscribe. If you don't, or if you know somebody who would like this channel, let them know. See you guys later. Bye. They've been outside all day. All day. They've been outside in the backyard, gated up. But the moment you let them out of the gate, they act like rabid animals. Okay, let's move.